Okay, so to begin stage 3, we're going to pull our jets through to the other side. Pull them out. If you have cut right into those corners correctly, the whole jet should flick out really easily. If you haven't cut through, then they're not going to flick out as easily as that. You are going to give them a little bit of a rub to push those seams up if you were going to do a closed seam, but we're going to do an open seam. What that means is we're going to split that seam on the outside or inside, and we're going to open it up. So you're going to have to go through with your double-sided tape that you stuck on before, peel him open, like that, because we are going to treat this now as an open seam rather than a closed seam. That's because we want to put more bulk into our jet. We want to puff out our jet a little bit so it doesn't look so flat. So we are going to treat it as an open seam. You will find that that double-sided tape that you've got there will act as a dual purpose. When you close it up, it'll help you to hold it in place. So now we're just going to rub that seam open. Okay, that's different from what we've just done with our buttonhole. With our buttonhole, we've just done that as a closed seam. I don't want it to be closed anymore, I want it to be an open seam. So we're going to give him a good old bit of a rub. Okay, and now I'm going to put a bit of glue into place to hold him open like that. If you find that the glue doesn't work for you because of the fusing, use your double-sided tape again. It's exactly the same thing. We'll hold him in place. Okay, so you can grab some double-sided tape.
Can you use the double-sided tape just instead of the glue? You can in any...
Whose scissors am I using? Not mine. Paper scissors? Yeah. Okay. It's just not wanting to stick, is it? Got it. Okay, press him open like that. Use your double-sided tape to really press him down. Get in there with your mallet. Give him a good old press to press him down. I'm not sticking all the way with my double-sided tape. I'm just doing it in parts. If you work it enough, it should be because you're really going to glue it down in the end. That is going to skip all my finger. Work it, baby, work it. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm actually going to open him out now. And then just, see, make sure all those seams are going the right way. Give him a bit of a light press because there's that sticky tape on the outside which just should hold it down a little bit. Trying to make sure that I've got enough. If it's too much, do the same on the other side. There's a lot of positioning that's going to go on here. Opening up that double-sided tape. Manipulating it into place. Sticky stuff. Got it. No, I haven't got it. Just when I think I've got it, I haven't got it. It's got me. So with the fusing though, it is going to tend not to want to stay as open as, and the seams are going to tend to want to close up more. You just need to press it harder with your, to force it to do what you want it to do, because the fusing is going to counteract you. It's there for a reason. It's fusing, it's going to add stiffening, it's going to add shape. So you just have to push it a little bit harder so that it does stay open in an open seam. Use a bit more muscle. It's kind of like going to the gym, big workout. Okay, now let's just see what we got. So I need 5 mils. Is what I need. That's better. So I'm thinking, by knowing what I had before, I'm guessing I'm going to need about 5 mils. So once he's in place, push him a little bit hard, and a little bit of a rub to get that join in there. Now I can do the other side, make sure he's open, because I'm really wanting that seam to be an open seam. And it's open for a reason. It's open because I want to add more bulk to the inside of my jet. Let's flip him over. Let's see what he's looking like. Okay, make sure he's nice and even. Once you've got him as nice and even as you want, let's just rock and roll him a little bit. Before we give him a good old glue, make sure he's sitting beautifully. Okay, now that I've got that, and you can almost see that my double-sided tape that I used was a little bit too wide. I should have trimmed it down because it's coming through my seam allowance a little bit there. Okay, so make sure the top one's okay. Bottom one, I can just see it coming through in 2 patches, which is not good. So make sure you trim your double-sided tape down so it doesn't come through your stitches. Now that I've given him a bit of a press, I can actually go back in a minute, and I can give him a good on glue. The first thing I want to do before I do that is my ends, because if I glued him down all nice and flat, I won't have access to these seams. So I give him a good old pre-press for a start, and then I'm going to go back to the machine. Lucky last stage, I'm going to stitch my ends. Okay? Any questions on that so far?